So please give big round of applause to the virtual stage, Geoff Peters.
Thank you very much, Jim, and welcome Toastmasters and most welcome guests. I'm very excited to share a speech today on how to reduce stress while working from home. I know today's theme is food, so I know for many people, food is a good way to reduce stress by eating delicious foods. Of course, by choosing more healthy options, you can also keep your health up while you're reducing your stress. But I wanted to first, before I begin this speech, to talk about how did I write this speech. Because I actually wrote an article for the speech, which is up on my Medium, which you can see here. And the interesting thing about this article that I wrote is that I wrote this article using artificial intelligence. So I generated most of the phrases in this article using some machine learning models that generate text. And one of them you can access here. The other one is from InfraKit. So the majority is from InfraKit. This is a company that provides a text generation service using a big machine learning model called Megatron 11B, which is created by Facebook. It's currently the largest publicly available text generation AI model that you can get. And there is a better one called GPT-3, which is also available through an API, but Megatron 11B is the one that I use for this presentation. So before I get started, I'd like to show you how this works. So you can choose a custom prompt, and I'm gonna just make this the topic of my speech. So I'll say 5 best tips for reducing stress while working from home. And I'll push enter and I'll say complete text, and it's gonna write the article for me right here. So you can see that it's writing what I want to say. And I could give the speech now by just reading out what this says, but that would be kind of silly. I just wanted to show you, before I start my speech, how it works. So I've already generated some ideas. This could be a nice introduction to my speech. And I think this is a really neat way of writing a speech by using some AI to help you get your ideas. So I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll go right to the speech. So the 5 ways that you can reduce your stress while working from home are: number 1, learn to declutter your workstation. Number 2, exercise daily. And number 3, find a happy space. 4, make healthy food. And 5, take regular breaks from work. So I'll be going briefly through all of these 5, and if you follow my 5 steps, I'm sure you'll have a much happier life at home when you're working from home. You'll feel less stressed out, and you'll be able to cope with the demands of, say, managing your household, helping out your kids or your family, as well as getting your work done without too much distraction. So the first step is learn to declutter your workstation. Now, if you have a messy desk at home, it can be very stressful because you can't find your pen. Maybe you have all these papers with notes everywhere that you have to look at, but you haven't had time to read. So to organize your physical workstation is the first step. But once you organize your physical workstation, you also need to, I recommend, organizing your virtual workstation. So if you use email, how many emails do you have sitting in your inbox? Do you have, say, 30 emails? Do you have 100 emails? How many of those have you read? And is this causing you stress? And it probably is. If you have a large backlog of things, you may be worried that something in those emails is going to pop out and be a major issue of firefighting you have to do in the future. So I recommend following some principles of time management and task management and try to get all those actions out of those emails into an action-oriented system such as a to-do list. Now, I've been using Microsoft To Do for my task management, and there's an easy way that you can flag a message in your email program like Outlook and have that automatically appear in your to-do list. So I encourage you to not only organize your physical desk, but also organize your virtual workspace. The second tip I have for you about reducing your stress from home is to exercise daily. It is very easy just to work all day and not leave your desk, and by the end of the day you feel like you're stiff, your back maybe is hurting, your shoulders are aching, and maybe your neck is sore. So to exercise daily will get you out of your desk, get yourself moving, go for a walk around your neighborhood, at least for maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day, and that will help you feel less stressed as well. I know it's a lot harder to get yourself out of your desk when you're at home, because when you go to the office, usually you have to walk a little bit to get to the office, to commute. I know for me, I have to force myself to get out of the house. Otherwise, I might just sit at my computer all day and then I feel really tired at the end of the day. So exercise not only releases the hormones that help you relax, but it also improves blood circulation, boosts energy, reduces pain, and provides relief from wear and tear on your body. The third step is to find a happy place. Now, it's very important that the environment where you're working at home is not making you feel stressed or down. And some people, in the wintertime, there's a lot of dim lights, cloudy skies, and some people find that especially bright lights can help them feel with a better mood. So these lights are prescribed or available for people who are sensitive to light and feel depressed when it's dark outside. But the ideal environment for stress reduction, according to experts, is a comfortable, quiet place with some natural light. So definitely try to customize your home and anything you can do to make it less stressful environment for you. The fourth step is to make healthy food. I know that's the topic for today. Our meeting theme is food. And of course, you would like to eat some tasty food throughout the day. So that's something you should definitely try to do. But the key to stress reducing food is to choose foods that are easy to digest and healthy. So try to think about healthy snacks for yourself rather than snacking on some chips or drinking lots of sodas or pops. Chewing some nuts or having some extra water can be very helpful to reduce your stress. And avoiding those salty snacks and the sugary sodas, try to choose foods that are made with whole grains or high in protein, and whatever makes you feel good and also follows proper health recommendations. Studies have revealed that consuming foods like fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and other healthy proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, including yogurt and flax seeds, can reduce stress. And finally, the fifth step is to take regular breaks from work. It is easy to get wrapped up in your work and stop taking breaks. But if you take a break, you will be able to re-energize and relax your body. It may be also helpful to spend time on activities that are positive and enjoyable, such as taking a walk, doing yoga or jogging, or listening to music. Sometimes people find that doing errands or chores around the home is also a good way to have a break from your work. So sometimes I like to do the vacuuming or clean the kitchen, but also sometimes these chores can be also stressful in themselves. So remember to add variety to your routine. And when choosing the right activity for you, do an assessment of how your energy is. Do you have a lot of physical energy, or do you have a lot of mental energy, or is it better to choose some tasks which are less stressful and less brain intensive? So those are my 5 best tips for reducing stress. Those are to declutter your workstation, both virtual and physical workspace, to exercise daily, to find a happy space, make healthy food, and to take regular breaks from work. I think by following these 5 tips, which were actually suggested by an AI system, we can actually use our robots as a mentor to ourselves to lead better lives and also feel better about doing work for companies such as SAP, which is a wonderful place to work. So thank you very much for listening to this speech. And in conclusion, the final thought is, most likely there will always be something stressful in your life. So instead of trying to eliminate all the stress, focus on making it easier to live, and don't forget to take time to enjoy your life. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of the meeting.